Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sasha Gilmore Corbin may face danger soon. How far will this dedicated mother go to safeguard her young girl? GH fans are aware that someone looks to be obsessed with Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, so this baby stalker situation is likely to cause problems. It might also jeopardize Sasha if she has to fight off a kidnapper or face an ambush. Whether a blacked-out Willow Tate obsesses over Daisy or someone else, this plot will undoubtedly unravel in unexpected ways. One of these might put Sasha in a coma or worse. Michael's words in GH's June 18th episode may have given a frightening signal about what's coming. Although Michael would have liked a different arrangement, he understands Sasha's desire to maintain full custody and accomplish things on her own. Daisy will grow up knowing Michael is her father, but he will not be a hands-on father who helps raise her. Sasha was relieved when Michael agreed to her requests and promptly accepted his one stipulation. Michael wanted it written down that if something happened to Sasha, he would become Daisy's legal guardians. Of all, there is no assurance that catastrophe will strike Sasha and force her out of the picture. Nonetheless, the fact that Michael discussed the notion is surely enough to inspire some soapy speculation, especially because the threat we stated is becoming closer. If Daisy is abducted at any point, the abductor may attempt to eliminate Sasha. We could absolutely see Sasha putting her own life in danger as she tries to stop the snatcher. Even if Sasha survives whatever happens, she may become comatose and unable to care for Daisy for an extended period of time. Michael may suddenly become Daisy's sole parent, completely disrupting Sasha's plans. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha may be in for some unpleasant news, so stay in for more on the escalating drama. General Hospital spoilers reveal a fresh mystery that has piqued fans' interest as a result of Daisy Gilmore Corinthos' unusual nursery predicament. Sasha Gilmore Corbin was obviously upset when she was handed the wrong baby, but she was eventually reunited with the correct one. Sasha felt relieved since she recognized the second newborn as Daisy. Lucas Jones revealed that Daisy was still wearing her hospital bracelet and had been in the nursery the entire time. This seems to be an instance of someone accidentally putting Daisy in the wrong bassinet. Lucas and Felicia Scorpio aim to investigate what occurred, because protocols exist to prevent such incidents. It is surely concerning and baffling, so what exactly happened? Prior to the misunderstanding, Lucas encouraged Willow Tate that Michael Corinthos would eventually permit her access to the children. Willow appeared depressed at the time for obvious reasons, but she was coherent and capable of carrying on a normal discussion. After Lucas left, Drew Kane and Nina Reeves discovered Willow, who appeared unfocused and abnormally tired following an unexpected nap. Willow grumbled about being so exhausted and not knowing why, but Drew attributed it to everything she'd been through. What if there was more to it than fatigue? Could Willow have blacked out and entered the nursery with her hospital credentials after Lucas left to check on her discharge orders? It's remarkable how Lucas spoke with Willow, and then became the person who reunited Sasha with the appropriate kid. The GH writers may be setting the situation for Lucas to later discover Willow put Daisy to the wrong bassinet. Willow could be on the edge of a catastrophic mental health crisis if she is experiencing blackouts. Willow may not even recall briefly scooping up Sasha's baby and causing Daisy stress. Willow may begin to miss larger chunks of time and lose touch with reality. If Willow's memory wanders back to when Amelia was a baby, she might mistake Daisy for Amelia Corinthos. Sasha urged Daisy not to disappear like that again, which appears to be a strong indication that she will. Could Willow derail and seize Daisy in a state of bewilderment later on? Regardless, General Hospital spoilers suggest the mystery of Daisy's mistaken bassinet drama will be revealed sooner or later, so stay tuned for updates on any startling developments. General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 23rd to 27th hint that Nina Reeves may face a complete meltdown, but Drew Kane's slip-up is also on the horizon. Emma Scorpio Drake's trap will also be set, so let us talk about what's coming up in Port Charles. For begin, Nina could receive some troubling information about Willow Tate's future with Drew. Willow appears to be accepting Drew's imminent proposal and announcing their engagement, so Nina should be absolutely devastated. Although Nina has been unwilling to jeopardize her relationship with Willow and exacerbate her daughter's pain, She may have little choice if she wants to end this marriage. Will Nina seriously consider derailing the wedding by disclosing the truth about her passionate Drew encounters? Drew will most likely pressure Willow to marry him straight away, so a fast wedding may take place shortly. Even if Nina does not oppose and blows up the ceremony, someone else may do so instead. Tracy Quartermaine may become spiteful by revealing Drew's scorching secret with Nina, if she is unable to get out of the corner Drew is pushing her into. Whatever the case, GH weddings are rarely perfect, so Willow and Drew's big day may not go as planned. Curtis Ashford, on the other hand, will be waiting for Drew to make a mistake so that he may also save Portia Robinson. Michael Corinthos has prophesied that a slip-up will occur if Curtis maintains the course, and you can guarantee he will be proven correct sooner or later. Meanwhile, Vaughn should follow Jocelyn Jack's lead and join Emma's animal rights group. This will allow Vaughn to pretend to be a like-minded individual and perhaps gain Emma's trust. From there, Vaughn may lead Emma astray and avoid interfering with their Professor Henry Hank Dalton's purpose. Unfortunately, further obstacles will certainly arise, especially now that Jason Morgan has decided to investigate Professor Dalton on Anna Devane's behalf. Jocelyn and Vaughn will also need to maintain their romantic act, which may raise doubts from Carly Spencer and those close to Jocelyn. Will Vaughn and Jocelyn develop genuine feelings for each other along the way? General Hospital spoilers predict the week of June 23rd to 27th will be full of twists and turns, so stay tuned for any significant surprises. General Hospital recaps for Wednesday, June 18th indicate that Isaiah Gannon is protective, while Kai Taylor receives unpleasant news. In addition, someone spies on Sasha Corbin, Michael Corinthos, and the children. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Elizabeth Baldwin also lays a surprise on Christina Corinthos Davis. Isaiah Gannon's protective. At the hospital, Isaiah greets Rick Lansing, relieved to see him doing well following the accident. Rick discovers that Lucky Spencer has traveled to Europe and asks the doctor how long he will be gone and when he will return. Gannon shares Lucky's phone number so that Rick can contact him directly. Rick insisted that his main concern was for Elizabeth. Gannon calms Rick by assuring him that he is looking after Liz while Lucky is away, to which Rick argues that she does not need his protection. Kai Taylor receives bad news. Down the hall, the videographer, Josh, is recording Kai and Trina Robinson, who appears apprehensive. Josh steps away to change his battery, and Trina wonders if this will end once he gets the go-ahead to play. Kai believes it is up to Drew Kane, but Trina reminds him that he owes Drew nothing for the rest of his life. They agree to disagree and go to his doctor's appointment. The appointment is being videotaped, and Dr. Mohinder informs him that the titanium has not sufficiently bonded to his spine, due to damage from the original fracture. Kai is doubtful. Does that mean he will never play football again? Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of GH. Kai is devastated. According to General Hospital recaps, Kai asks Josh to turn off the camera, and the doctor explains that this is the best it can be, warning that another treatment is not worth risking. While it may alter in the future, he is unable to participate in contact sports due to the risk of serious consequences. He expresses his remorse. Josh resumes recording, apologizing and inquiring about Kai's feelings. Trina orders him to remove the camera off his face or she would kick him and the camera out of a window. Josh apologizes again before walking away. Trina is apologetic, Kai is heartbroken and embraces her. He feels dumb for believing he would be fine, but she reassures him that he was only hopeful. He confesses, almost in tears, how his aspirations and goals have been shattered. Trina expresses her sympathy, holding him close as he apologizes for his breakdown. Alexis Davis speaks with Elizabeth Baldwin about her accident. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis discusses the vehicle accident with Liz at her home, offering to provide her a second legal opinion if she wishes. She informs Liz that Laura Collins has said that Martin Gray is urging her to sue the auto manufacturer. Liz says strongly that she has no intention of doing so, and wants to move on from the incident. Later, she phones Christina to discuss an important topic with her. Cody Bell executes his plan. Meanwhile, on June 18th, Christina meets with Cody Bell at the Metro Court Pool to discuss their plan. He mentions that he's currently on it, and hastily pulls her aside to avoid being caught as Ava Jerome approaches. When Ava comes, Cody quickly unbuttons his shirt and takes a stance, enticing her over. She is doing some work by the pool, so he invites her to join him. Christina witnesses their encounter till Liz calls to request her attendance. Cody and Ava discuss Vegas and share their secret gaming methods as Molly Lansing Davis enters and observes them. Molly Lansing Davis appears jealous. Alexis comes, startled that Molly requested to meet there. After all, this isn't their typical place. Meanwhile, Molly observes Cody and Ava, while Alexis takes notes. Molly is nervous seeing Ava sink her fangs into Cody, because she believes he is a wonderful guy, and tells her mother how he has helped her several times. Meanwhile, Cody informs Ava about his former experience hustling poker games, and she smiles, recalling that her daughter Kiki Jerome did the same. Although she didn't approve, she secretly felt proud. They laugh and Ava reveals that her daughter died years ago. She is grateful for the memories he brings back. Cody flirts, claiming he would remember her if she had been in Vegas. Ava exits and Cody leaps into the pool. Curtis Ashford rejects Portia Robinson. In his office, Curtis Ashford tells Portia Robinson that he wishes she had believed him about Drew's blackmail. She feels the same way and loves him. She moves in for a kiss, but he isn't ready. She realizes she needs to win his trust and hopes he'll give her another chance. Jordan Ashford then appears, appearing contrite. Portia remarks that she is interrupting, but Curtis allows her to stay, which draws a glance from his wife. Curtis informs Portia that they will discuss things quietly. Jordan feels bad about causing tension as she leaves. She is following up on Jen Sidwell's media purchase for Yes on Measure C. Curtis expresses his frustration. Curtis is annoyed by the circumstances and Drew's suggestion that he write a bad piece about Michael. Jordan is surprised, but Curtis believes he has no choice. He admits that he was honest with Michael, who encouraged him to stay involved and comply with Drew's requests, giving Drew the impression that he has the upper hand for the time being. Jordan admires Michael, and Curtis admits he couldn't bring himself to tell Michael it was too late for him and Portia. As she leaves, he answers a phone call and goes outside to arrange a meeting with Anna Devane. She requires a companion and a heavy beverage. Drew Kane proposes marriage. Willow Tate tells Drew that she fell in love with this property when they first saw it, but it now feels empty. Like me, she says. Drew tries to make promises he knows he can't keep while she holds Amelia Corinthos' giraffe soft toy. He believes Michael will bargain in time, whereas she is suspicious and believes he is too powerful. Maybe he was right not to trust my judgment, she says, and Drew feels responsible. He reveals Martin's strategy for regaining custody of her children. They should marry. Drew continues to plead his case. According to General Hospital summaries for Wednesday's episode, Willow is taken aback by Drew's proposal, and he continues to argue that they should marry. He wanted to focus on romance and their love, but they don't have that option. They must prove to the courts that they have a stable home for the children. She is aware of this. It is why she initially married Michael. She is unsure if this will work, and Drew advises her to take her time and consider it out. Whatever she decides, he still loves her. Sasha Corbin and Michael Corinthos have a serious talk. Sasha and Michael are talking in the Quartermain home, and Sasha is feeling bad about meeting Willow in the hospital. He's happy that no one made a disturbance, but she feels awful about bringing their baby home while she's going without her own. Thanks to me, he says. Sasha isn't judging him. She's glad the kids are with him. He inquires about Daisy Gilmore Corinthos' custody and remarks that it is entirely up to her. She admits that she is concerned that he may fight her for custody. She wants to be the only parent on her birth certificate and raise her alone. Michael is upset over being excluded from her life, but Sasha emphasizes that she does not want that either. Daisy wants to raise the kid on her own, but she also wants him to be a part of her life, as she always has. Daisy will recognize him as her father. Michael appreciates and supports her decision, but he insists on having it written that if anything happens to her, he will assume the job of Daisy's guardian. He offers his full support. When Michael brings Wiley Corinthos and Amelia over, they finally meet their sister Daisy. The parents look fondly as someone outside examines the small family. Read this. General Hospital spoilers. Willow discovers Drew's true colors on her wedding. Elizabeth Baldwin's bombshell. When Christina arrives at Liz's house, She is surprised to learn that Liz knew she cut Rick's brake lines by incorrectly thinking it was Ava's vehicle. "You attempted to kill Ava," she tells her, while Christina describes how she broke down after losing Adela. She had a quarrel with Ava and discovered the wire cutters. She tried to warn her before it was too late and admits that she passed by the crash site and was frightened. "Yeah, because you hit me and Rick," Liz says. Christina admits she meant to confess if they were harmed severely. Liz is unimpressed. She also had Lucky covering her. Chrissy inquires whether Liz will report her, and Liz declines, stating that her family has suffered enough. Trina Robinson vents to her mother. In Portia's office, she and Isaiah talk about Liz and how she feels about Lucky's departure. Portia realizes that it might be difficult to move on from an ex, so she brings up Jordan, expressing her conviction that Jordan has not moved on from Curtis. Later, Trina hurries into her mother's office and delivers the devastating news about Kai. She has a great disdain for Drew. He said he had business to manage and promised to call her before leaving. Meanwhile, Kai meets Drew to advise him that the documentary will not go as planned. Make sure to keep up on everything going on with GH right now. Check back regularly for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. General Hospital spoilers report Curtis Ashford's shocking confession to Michael Corinthos this week may reveal a web of deception that leads directly to Nina Reeves. Curtis, fed up with Drew Quartermain's extortion over Portia Robinson's interference with Heather Weber's medical testing, tells Michael the truth, raising his suspicions. As Michael snoops about, he is bound to discover Portia's shady deal with Nina, implying a larger conspiracy. Michael might discover Nina's romantic fling with Drew, which coincided with Drew's pursuit of Willow Corinthos. Will Michael reveal the scandal, destroying Willow's possible wedding happiness with Drew, and sending the message that he is the only one who has ever truly had her back? Curtis' revelation sparks Michael's hunt. Curtis' admission concerning Drew's blackmail may spark a fire under Michael, who is still high after his custody victory over Willow. Michael may decide to investigate Portia's conduct if he senses Drew's influence over her. Will he find out about her secret meetings with Nina, which may be related to their scheme against Drew, including Jacinda, which Carly Spencer has already revealed to Drew? This trail may take Michael to Nina's romance with Drew, a betrayal kept from Willow. Will Michael confront Nina or keep the secret as leverage? Nina's tryst endangers Willow's future. If Michael discovers Nina was romantically connected with Drew while pursuing Willow, it could be the catalyst he needs to ruin their upcoming wedding. Willow, who is already vulnerable after losing custody of her children, may disintegrate if Michael reveals this at a critical moment, such as a pre-wedding gathering of the few people who still care about Willow. Exposing Nina's role in revealing Michael's paternity of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's child would also be an intriguing revelation. Along with her romance with Drew, Michael might single-handedly destroy Willow's trust in both, potentially opening the door to co-parenting with him. But will Michael pull the gun or spare Willow to save further pain? Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. Subscribe to the website using your email address. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. A scandal about to explode. Michael's finding has the potential to disrupt their family relations once more, with Carly plotting Drew's downfall and Rick Lansing scrambling to defend his client Willow. If Michael blows the whistle, Nina's friendship with Willow may deteriorate, leaving Willow with no family to assist her in the aftermath of her marriage to Michael. Will her brand new ex-husband use Curtis' confession to reveal Nina and Drew's affair, spoiling Willow's wedding plans, or will he hold back to preserve her fragile state? Stay tuned for more GH updates and spoilers to discover out. In the latest emotional turn on General Hospital, tensions are mounting across Port Charles as several major players find themselves caught in dramatic new developments. Isaiah steps in to shield a friend. Isaiah Gannon has always kept a low profile, but that doesn't mean he's unaware of the dangers lurking around the people he cares about. When he picks up on unsettling energy surrounding Sasha Gilmore, Isaiah doesn't waste time playing it cool. He becomes quietly vigilant, watching from a distance and making sure she's not left vulnerable. His instincts tell him that something is brewing, and he's not wrong. Sasha, trying to rebuild her life after so many setbacks, has no idea she's being watched. Not just by Isaiah, but by someone else with far more sinister intentions. As Isaiah notices a few too many coincidences and recurring strangers in Sasha's orbit, he begins to trust his gut and prepares to intervene if needed. Whether Sasha wants a protector or not, Isaiah is determined to keep her from becoming a victim again. Kai's world is rocked by devastating news. Meanwhile, Kai is blindsided by a phone call that instantly changes his mood. What began as a regular day quickly spirals into one of anxiety and heartache when he receives unexpected medical news regarding someone close to him. The gravity of the situation sinks in slowly, but the emotional toll is immediate. Kai has always prided himself on being the rock in his relationships, the one others lean on, but now he finds himself unsure of what to do next. With the revelation weighing heavily on him, Kai debates whether to share the update with others or carry the burden alone. Either choice feels like a lose-lose scenario, and he's left wondering how much more his heart can handle. This news may ripple out in unpredictable ways, affecting his relationships and forcing him to reconsider some life decisions that once felt clear. Someone shadows Sasha's every move. As Sasha begins to feel like she's finally coming into her own, someone seems to have a different idea. A mysterious figure, lurking just out of sight, is tracking her movements with disturbing precision. Whether it's at the pharmacy, outside her place of work, or during her coffee breaks at the park, Sasha's every move appears to be monitored. But by whom and why? While Sasha tries to focus on her recovery and emotional healing, the eyes watching her remain hidden. Their motivations unclear. The stalker could be anyone, from someone connected to her past drug spiral to a completely new threat hoping to exploit her vulnerabilities. Though Isaiah has caught on to the presence, he hasn't yet pieced together who's behind it. However, his determination to safeguard Sasha grows stronger by the day. He might just be her only defense as this shadowy figure inches closer to making their move. Michael tries to balance family and stress. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Michael Corinthos attempts to keep a sense of calm around his children, even as things in his personal life become more turbulent. With Willow wrapped up in her own emotional roller coaster and family tension growing on all sides, Michael takes it upon himself to keep the home front stable. He spends extra time with Wiley and Amelia, creating moments of peace through simple activities, story time, family meals, and walks in the park. But despite his best efforts, it's clear he's worried. He senses the emotional fragility of their home and fears that even the smallest misstep could unravel the calm he's working so hard to maintain. Michael also begins to sense that someone is watching them, not in the obvious sense but in the way a father's instincts tell him something is off. A car he doesn't recognize keeps showing up near the house. A stranger lingers a bit too long near Wiley's school. He brushes it off as paranoia, until Isaiah mentions similar suspicions involving Sasha. Tension mounts as paths cross. The threads of these stories begin to intertwine. Sasha's stalker and the mysterious vehicle near Michael's home may not be separate threats at all. In fact, the town might be facing the same unseen danger, one that's calculated and waiting to strike when it hurts the most. Isaiah makes the choice to bring his concerns to Michael, laying out what he's observed. Michael, already uneasy, realizes this might be bigger than just isolated incidents. Together they decide to investigate, starting with security footage and a visit to Dante for possible help from the PCPD. As the shadowy puzzle pieces start fitting together, the question looms. Is this personal? Or is someone waging a broader attack on the people closest to Sasha and Michael? Looking ahead, storm clouds gather. Though the mystery remains unsolved, one thing becomes clear. These aren't isolated storylines. Someone is pulling strings behind the scenes, and the targets seem to be connected by more than just coincidence. With Kai grappling with his personal crisis, Isaiah ramping up his protective watch over Sasha, and Michael on high alert for his children's safety, the sense of urgency in Port Charles is rising fast. It's only a matter of time before secrets are exposed, confrontations erupt, and someone steps forward with answers that could blow the lid off a sinister plot. But until then, all anyone can do is stay vigilant and hope they're not one step too late. Isaiah's instincts turn into action. The following morning, Isaiah reviews some of the street camera footage he was able to request unofficially from a friend at the Port Charles PD. One particular video stands out, a blurry figure watching Sasha from across the street, parked in a nondescript gray sedan with tinted windows. The driver never gets out, but the car is parked at multiple locations on different days. Isaiah's concern turns into alarm. He knows this is no coincidence. Someone is targeting Sasha and they're careful, too careful. Isaiah quietly alerts Jordan Ashford, requesting discretion and no formal reports until they know more. He also makes a decision. Sasha shouldn't be left alone anymore. When he visits her at her apartment, he keeps it casual, offering to walk her to the hospital, framing it as a friendly gesture. But Sasha, noticing the subtle tension in his eyes, begins to suspect there's more going on than he's letting on. Still, she doesn't press yet. Kai slips into isolation. Meanwhile, Kai isolates himself after the devastating news. The call was from a clinic in Albany, confirming that his brother Elijah, who had recently relapsed, has been admitted into a psychiatric ward following a near-fatal overdose. Kai blames himself. He thought moving to Port Charles and focusing on his own path would inspire Elijah to stay clean. Instead, his brother spiraled without support. Now Kai feels torn between staying in PC, where he's begun to build real relationships, and rushing to Albany, where he fears it may already be too late to help. Brooke, Lynn, and Chase notice Kai's distant behavior, but he's evasive. The internal war he's fighting threatens to push him over the edge. If someone doesn't intervene soon, Kai may implode and take a few friendships down with him. Sasha's stalker gets closer. Late one night, Sasha returns home to find her door slightly ajar. Instant panic floods her system. She had locked it when she left that morning. She always double-checks. Sasha hesitates, then carefully opens the door. Nothing appears to be missing, but something feels off. A framed photo is crooked. A candle is out of place. Her gut tells her someone's been inside. She calls Isaiah, who rushes over. Though he tries to remain calm for her sake, he calls it in to the police immediately. Jordan sends a unit, but they find no signs of forced entry. The officers suggest maybe Sasha forgot to lock up, something she denies. But Isaiah believes her. And now he's convinced. The stalker has escalated. Watching her isn't enough anymore. Michael confronts Willow, then takes charge. Back at the Quartermain mansion, Michael brings Willow up to speed about the unsettling incidents he and Isaiah are investigating. Willow is alarmed but not surprised. "We've made a lot of enemies," she says. "This could be connected to any number of people." Michael agrees but insists this threat feels targeted, intimate even. He begins organizing a 24-hour security detail for the house and installs cameras on the property. It's not just about protecting Wiley and Amelia anymore. It's about outsmarting whoever is trying to unnerve them. But the strain of living in fear is starting to show. Willow worries that the stress will begin affecting Wiley, who's already sensitive to shifts in energy. Michael promises to handle it and keep their family safe. But Willow can see the toll it's taking. The ties that bind, are Michael and Sasha the real target? Isaiah begins to suspect the stalker might not be after Sasha alone, but perhaps targeting those connected to her. Sasha was once close to Michael, and although they moved on romantically, their friendship remained strong. Could someone be trying to send a message to both of them? He brings the theory to Jordan and asks her to cross-reference old cases involving threats against Michael, Sasha, or even Brando. Jordan agrees, noting that there may be a connection to past Corinthos enemies, or even an old pharmaceutical rep with a grudge after Sasha's past drug scandal. Nothing is off the table now. Meanwhile, Sasha, sensing her peace slipping away again, begins taking self-defense classes. She refuses to be a helpless victim anymore. Kai snaps and finds help in a surprising place. As Kai's internal guilt mounts, he finally breaks down at the hospital, snapping at a patient in front of Liz Weber and Terry Randolph. Realizing he's unfit to be on the floor in his current state, Terry places him on temporary leave and recommends he seek support. Surprisingly, it's Portia Robinson who offers him a lifeline. She's seen this behavior before, depression masked as overwork, anger covering grief. She invites Kai to join a support group for families dealing with addiction trauma. First he resists, but later, after reading one of Elijah's old letters, he quietly walks into the meeting and sits in the back. It's the first step toward healing. Next week, an attack, a revelation, and a surprise return. The drama is far from over. In the coming days, Sasha's stalker may finally show their face, during a terrifying encounter in the hospital parking lot. A shocking piece of security footage from outside the Quartermain estate may reveal the identity, or at least the silhouette, of the person behind the threats. Kai receives a letter from Albany with unexpected news about his brother, and someone from Sasha's past, someone fans thought was long gone, may make a surprise re-entry into her life. The danger has only just begun, and Port Charles isn't ready.